have not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda and the ushering in of the Antichrist. Today's show, I want to talk about the abomination, the atrocity that is the MTV Video Music Awards. This year's version, no different than any other years past, filled with the same satanic symbolism, the same things you see at the Olympics, the same things you see at the Super Bowl halftime show. It's the same symbols we see over and over again. If you're somebody out there that had to bear and sit through this, my condolences to you. There isn't enough toilet paper or Pepto-Bismol in the United States of America to cure the uncontrollable gas and nausea that you would get from sitting through one of these shows. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the idol worship. Let's point out the symbols, all the same things here. We have our false idols, even letting you know that they are the influencers of the world, letting everybody out there know, just telling them, hey, we're the ones who influence society. We have a huge responsibility to influence people and use mind control to influence people, yet people sit there at their phones and go, oh, it's Kanye West. He influences, let me get a picture. Because people are sound asleep and they don't even care that they're telling you that they control you, that they manipulate you as they continue to lead souls to hell. So unfortunately, getting through this was beyond difficult, but it actually started off with almost like a pre-game show. I guess this is the new thing, right? They do an hour red carpet, white, they're calling this the white carpet event. It's enough to make anyone want to swallow their own vomit. So we see people on the white carpet throwing up the 666 signs, the 666 symbols. Of course, we get the transgender movement right off the bat as they have a bunch of transvestites walking the red carpet. No idea why, no idea what their tie-in is to this event. Of course we know what their tie-in is. The tie-in is to accept this mental disorder, this demon possession disorder known as transgenderism. So we see these transgenders just walking on the white carpet. We see them, one of these guys is holding a serpent. What a coincidence, right? Carrying a snake with him. I can't show you the picture of the guy because he's half-naked man standing. I mean, that's all this show is. It's just nudity upon nudity. But let's get to it. You can see the stage right off the bat. What does that look like? Wow. Looks like devil horns right off the bat. The first performance of the night. Wonder what gimmick they're going to push. Wonder what agenda. Well, what do we see? We see more Saturn's cube. We see the cube right off the bat with Rihanna. I've been talking about they are going full, they are going all out with the cube now, with Saturn's cube. We just saw it at the Olympics in the opening and closing ceremonies. We've seen it in all these videos. Ironically, the videos that were nominated for Best Hip Hop or whatever were, Rihanna with Calvin Harris, Rihanna with Drake, all these songs that were nominated actually featured the cube in it. Ironically, right? No, not ironically. It's not coincidentally. It's deliberately done. We don't only see the cube with Rihanna, immediately after we see Ariana Grande perform inside of a cube as well. So we see Saturn's cube, Satan's cube, okay, right off the bat, the first thing that they show. Now, apparently Rihanna, apparently this is like a Rihanna concert. She did song after song after song, putting people in comas around the world. Here's Rihanna wearing the Ankh around her neck. I've done a video exposing the Ankh. It's an ancient Egyptian symbol. I know people say, oh, the Ankh represents a culture. It's a satanic symbol. It's a symbol that is widely regarded in the mystery religions. Then you also see Rihanna performing with just lightning bolts all around her. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Lightning, of course, represents Lucifer, the fallen angels. That's what it represents. Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. That's why you see lightning used all the time in these music videos, all the time in rock and roll. Now you see it in hip hop. It's all over the place. So you see Rihanna with the cube and the lightning and the Ankh. This is just all to start, to get you, kick this nightmare off right off the bat. They do, cuts to the crowd. We see Jaden Smith in the crowd. Jaden Smith, of course, pushing the transgender and the cross-dressing, all more satanic things, all things that oppose God's law. Having men dress in females' clothing. We know what the Bible says about that, how it is an abomination for men to wear women's clothing. He always is going around wearing skirts. But of course, look at the person sitting right next to him wearing a jacket that's got pentagrams on it. So that's his friend that he's brought to the show wearing her pentagrams all over her disgusting coat. I wouldn't use that jacket to blow my nose. Then we get these two comedians. This show was just a disorganized mess. On top of it being an abomination, just a mess. Okay, there's no host. They're just cutting around to people. We get these two comedians. I don't know who they are, but I've seen them before. They're potentially two of the most unfunny people to ever breathe air, okay? These people are a joke. They are not funny. But of course, they're playing this gimmick where, oh, they're funny and they're tweeting things live during the show. And the guy, the guy's name is Lizard sheeple, which is obviously it's a poke at the truthers out there, people out there who watch these shows and expose them. Okay, referring to the lizard people. Sheeple is obviously a term coined by Bill Cooper. He referred to the people out there who were asleep, who were manipulated by these false idols and by the media as sheeple. So you see that little poking fun at everybody out there, lizard, sheeple. Of course, we see the black and white symbolism. As always, we see all these performers out there, guest dancers with Britney Spears wearing their black and white, their black and white duality, representing the Masonic lodges, representing the balance, representing the Baphomet, as above, so below. So you have your black and white, representing the checkerboard floors and the Freemasons. Then we get, which is just more feces piled on top of feces, and that's Kanye West comes out. Oh, we're supposed to get this 4-minute snooze fest of a speech from this guy. But what does he rant about for 4 minutes? Well, he wants to let you know that he's famous. And everybody there who's famous, he lets everyone there know that they have his job because they are the world influencers. Yes, he let everybody know that he is somebody who influences the world along with these other musicians. And you would think maybe people out there who are sound asleep would hear that and go, wait a minute, he influences me? Why would I be, do I want to be influenced? Do I want to be led by Kanye West or these other, absolutely mentally insane sociopath musicians out there? Do we want to be manipulated and led by them? They're admitting it. They're admitting that they influence people. It's not their, the music, the lyrics inspire. They influence people because people worship these false idols. And that's why they have all these false idols push the gay agenda, push the race war, push agenda after agenda, because the masses worship them and they follow them. So Kanye's even letting you know. And then, of course, he shows us his new music video, which is just more of this nonsense, right? More of this straight-up nudity in these music videos. We get a woman dancing around a gym, just an awful, atrocious waste of time video. But, of course, there's an agenda tied into it because she's dancing the whole time. Then all of a sudden she has, what looks to be sex in a shower, which I'm not showing you pictures of, but sex in a shower, and then she turns into, a half-human, half-animal hybrid, okay, at the end of it, which is more of them pushing this hybrid race, is more of them pushing bestiality and all this stuff. We've seen bestiality now legal in certain, in Canada, certain places in Canada. I mean, it's unbelievable, pushing that, right? As they have, this woman that after having sex, she has a transformation, and she turns into half cat, half person. And then we have, they cut to the comedians and they push that and go, oh man, I never thought cats could be so hot, kind of a, sense of humor, which is them just, when they do that, they suddenly do that stuff, okay, they're pushing these agendas. That's Beauty and the Beast, all this stuff. That's what it's about. They're pushing this, okay, because these things are an abomination to God, and they will break every commandment. They will break every one of God's law, and their goal is to get everyone out there to go along with it as well. And it's clearly working because people just look at this stuff and they don't even realize what they're doing. They're going, oh, creepy, a cat woman. What do you think they're trying to say? And of course, they're surrounded by a bunch of sheep. What a surprise, right? And of course, you see Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's wife, as she's wearing her pyramid on her necklace with the all-seeing eye of Horus on the inside of the pyramid, just wearing that. Oh, and she's pretty much practically naked. She's wearing like a piece of cloth. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. It really is how far they're pushing stuff. And nobody goes, wow, do you think maybe she should get dressed? The target demographic for this show is like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Those are the ones who are watching this. And she's butt naked sitting there. People go, oh, come on, man, don't have a cow. She's butt naked. She's hot, man. That's what people message me. I can't even believe some of the stuff people write to me on the music videos and stuff that I, dissect and show the symbols. Come on, man. Oh, Fergie's hot, though, right? Come on, she's pouring milk on herself. Get a life, really? Okay, please, get a life. Then, of course, we get the queen herself. It all leads up, right, for the big performance. At the midway point, they know people are starting to pass out because this is a complete boredom. It's getting late at night. All right, here comes Beyonce. Let Beyonce sing 55 songs and put everyone to sleep. Here comes Beyonce, folks. Beyonce immediately, trying to appear as if she's a goddess amongst us, right? We see her, then we see her in the flames, in the fire. Oh, she's Sasha Fierce, right? All this mental stuff. We see her inside of the pyramid as she walks down the runway. You see the pyramid behind her. The picture's a little bit cloudy, but it's because I had to take it off the TV. But there's a pyramid. The lights are making a gigantic pyramid. She's at the base of the pyramid, walking down, right? Then what do we see, of course? We have her pushing all this stuff again. Doing formation, pushing this stuff. But what do we see at the end of the song? We see everybody, a cut shot. They zoom out to an above shot so you can see everything. And what do we see? A gigantic ritual circle with Beyonce in the middle of the circle. And what do we see at the base of it, underneath it? An upside down cross. Now that must be there by coincidence, right? They didn't strategically do that. I talk about it all the time, as we see it at the Olympics. All of these performances, they always have the ritual circle. That's the gigantic circle where they perform their magic inside of it. Beyonce inside the circle. And then you see the upside down cross right there in your face, blatantly obvious. Of course, people are going to see it and they're going to say, that's not a cross, it's just an artistic expression. It's an upside down cross. She's inside of the ritual circle. This performance that she did was nothing more than a gigantic ritual. That's what it was. Okay, it was a gigantic ritual. You could see her in the flames and the fire, people fainting, turning into pools of blood. I mean, it was absolutely disgusting. Really disgusting. Beyonce, of course. I mean, all these people are butt naked, too, by the way. You can't even take screenshots. Nobody had clothes on. Britney Spears is just walking around there wearing nothing. You know, it was nice of her clone to show up. I wonder where her handlers are. We all know Britney had her MK Ultra breakdown, so they keep her locked up for the most part. But then, of course, she appeared. She had to appear. Finally, they let her out of her cage because, you know, they have to still make some money off of her with her new album. And, of course, what's even more unreal, if you actually watch this, is none of these people are singing at all. Like, the song is going on, and they have the microphone at their bellies. Like, they just forget that they're performing because they're so probably drugged out of their mind and under probably so much trauma-based mind control, they don't even know what they're doing. But the song's playing on the PA, people are going bananas, and they're not even holding the microphone up and singing. And people don't even care. They're like, oh, well, that's what they do with these shows. They lip sync. So what's the point in going? Why don't you just put the CD on then in your house if you worship these idols? People are there, they're chanting, they're screaming for Beyonce and Britney and Rihanna, and none of them are even singing. It's unbelievable. Britney literally wasn't even moving her lips half the time, and neither Rihanna had the microphone at her chest most of the time and was dancing. I mean, all these guys, Future, I don't even know who these guys are, but they're not even singing. So look at all the symbols you see in this show. You see, you know, the 666 signs. We see Alicia Keys even throwing it up. We see other celebrities holding it up, of course, paying homage to their god, Lucifer. We see, you know, Kim Kardashian with the pyramid and the eye, all-seeing eye Horus, you know, necklace she's wearing, along with wearing nothing but a cloth. We see the stage, which looks like devil horns. Rihanna with the cube symbolism, right? Rihanna and Ariana Grande with the cube symbolism. Jaden Smith, you know, pushing the transgender, right? The cross-dressing and men wearing women's clothes, sitting next to somebody wearing pentagram jacket. We see the lizard sheep bowl reference. We see all this stuff. Kanye admitting to everyone out there that these people are the ones who create, or influential. They're the ones who create trends. They're the ones that tell you what to do. He's saying it right there, and nobody's listening, right? Then they cut to his video where they're pushing bestiality. They're pushing this, you know, this hybrid race animal and mixing with human. I mean, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And of course, we get the Beyonce performance. The gigantic ritual that she performs ends with her inside the ritual circle with the upside down cross. All there, all in plain sight. Pretty obvious for people to see. All you got to do is open your eyes. It's right there. Right there. You know, it's unbelievable because you watch these things already knowing that you're, like, you know, I'm not going, all right, you know, I'm watching it. Maybe there'll be something to make a video. The mindset is, all right, I'm watching this and making a video because it's going to be filled with symbols. And of course, it always is, right? The black and white symbols, all of it, always there. Even if they aren't doing it blatantly, obviously, even if gigantic pyramids showing up, okay, they're pushing the cube symbolism more so than they used to push the all-seeing eye and the pyramids. The cube is everywhere, everywhere. They're non-stop pushing Saturn's cube, okay? This is something to keep your eye out on. They are pushing it big time. But this event, again, another abomination, another just absolute waste of people's time. Everybody's cheering, taking pictures. This is the highlight of their life. You know, as the celebrities go on stage and say, listen, we influence you. We tell you what to do. Okay, we have power over you. And they just go, yay! What did he say? I love it. Yeah, Kanye. I have power over you. I influence your decisions. So do the rest of these musicians. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I'll get Baskin Robbins afterward. What do you think? Wait, what did he say? Hold on, I'm playing Pokemon. I mean, it's unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. And these shows are used to condition the teens out there. That's why it's important to point this stuff out, to show them the symbols, let them know, listen, you have to snap out of this trance. The only truth in this world is Jesus Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the life. That's it. Don't trust in man. Don't look up to any men. Look up to God only. Look to the scriptures. Stop looking to these false idols because they're going to lead you into hell. That's what these shows are for. They are brainwashing people and influencing them. They go along with their agendas, and to inadvertently, because these people don't even know what they're doing, they're worshiping the Antichrist system. They're a part of this system, and they love it. They've made them that. They've made them accustomed to it through the symbols, through all of it, through indoctrinating everyone over and over with these movies, with these false idols, pushing these agendas, pushing these symbols. It's unbelievable. It's the mystery religions come to life. That's what it is. But they've done it like, so in your face, but yet people just don't look for this stuff and don't realize they're being indoctrinated. It's really sad. So this is the 2016 VMAs, folks. Just another giant pile of dinosaur droppings, because that's what it is. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families. May peace be with you.